All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy May 5th, year of our Lord 2025. What's happening, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good start to the month. I'm doing pretty good. A good checkup yesterday, good doctor appointment. My first real doctor appointment in like almost 40. Maybe, has it been 6 years? It could have been 6 years, actually. It's been a long time since I've been to the doctor. But I just had a birthday and, you know, had a couple scary incidents recently. Scared the shit out of me enough to make a doctor appointment, but overall I'm pretty healthy. Got to continue to lose weight and try to cut out some more sugar and cut out some more carbs. But other than that, man, things are decent. So we're going to fly this big old meatball. It's called the A300 Continental Meatball. I don't know why they called it a meatball. I think that's, you know, I don't know, what if this plane doesn't identify as a meatball? I mean, that's bad. So anyways, we're gonna fly from Kansas City to Detroit. We got our route planned out here. Let me go ahead. I want to bring it into our tablet as well here, because I actually do like using this tablet off and on. Not all the time, but I do like looking at the Lido charts. That's new. That's way different for me than charts from Jeppesen. All right, load from this PC. All right, ILS. Okay, that's good. That's definitely not our. That's definitely not right. What is our alternate airport here? I might as well pull it into this tablet here too here. So we have COA, which is I believe the ICAO of what Continental was. Oh, Cleveland. Good old Cleveland. Who doesn't like Cleveland? Prettiest city in America. All right, KCLE. All right, so all that's good. We don't really need this tablet for much tonight, but I do want to look at the charts periodically. This tablet here, we have weight and balance, we have takeoff, landing. Okay, so we do have some. No, bitch. All right, let me put this code in real quick. I'm on the internet. Internet on my laptop's being not allowing me to open up another. Come on, you dirty whore. Is it being so dumb? All right, I'll just do it on the one I'm streaming on. All right, Navigraph code. Yeah, I haven't flown this airplane in a long time, so I'm not surprised that I have to re-enter some of this stuff. And for X. Actually, I think they had a problem with this last time where it would take the code, but it wouldn't keep it logged in. Let's see what happens this time. Well, it looks okay tonight. Want to get some of this stuff set up before I start moving. All right, and departure, we are looking at Royal 2. All right, those are the only ones I really care about right now. Let's get, I believe we already have ground power. Yep. All right, let's get this airplane fired up. Batteries, external power. Galley lights. Put on our nav lights. Let's get our system aligned. Now, if I was using VATSIM, I'd be using this system down here to log in for VATSIM and flight plan and all that. But since we're not using VATSIM, then we really don't have to worry about it. Sim brief. There we go. Click on Align IRS. Very good. Let me bring up Navigraph here. I like it on here versus the tablet. I don't know why. It's really the same thing. I don't know why I prefer this over the tablet, but I do. Alright, so let's make sure we got our departure in there. So, let's see here. Flight plan. Okay, we are doing runway 01 left. And we are doing Royal 2. Oh, we're stuck. That's not good. It's already frozen. We might have to restart. That'd be a son of a bitch, man. I don't want to restart. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, the A300, man, I love it. Now, I bought the new premium. So what happened was I originally got it on Xbox for 2020. But now that I switched over to PC for most of the time, I couldn't bring it over because the marketplace isn't open yet. So I wound up just buying it. But we got to restart. Our FMC is frozen, so let me restart. Yeah, I'm curious if I'll get that upgrade on Xbox once the marketplace is available. Because I really do like using the Xbox. I just wish that I could do some of these things on the Xbox, like ATC stuff and GSX and different add-ons and things like that, but they don't allow it for Xbox. Your eyes are not deceiving you. There is no building in front of us here at Kansas City. So I've tried reducing the textures. I've tried a few different tricks to try to get the buildings to show up. It's no dice on the buildings right now at Kansas City. All right, let's do this again. I hope I don't have to log into SimBrief. I mean to Navigraph again. That would suck. Let me see. Oh, good. All right, very good. So airport. Reference. All right, airport. In the airport map. And departure, we'll do Royal 2. All right, very good. Let's turn this bitch on again. Yeah, I haven't flown the A300 in a while. I'm very excited to get in behind the yoke of this plane and hear what it sounds like and fly it. And it was one of my favorite planes to fly in 2020. Well, I shouldn't say was. It still is one of my favorite planes to fly in 2020. All right, I'm not going to do anything with the route until the IRS is aligned. So let me bring it in, and then we'll align the IRS and we'll just wait until the nav is fine, and then we'll try putting in the departure and all that if we have to. All right, so that's marinating. Let's come over here. Weight and balances. Let's update from SimBrief. I mean, if you want to use we could use GSX, but I don't really feel like using all that tonight. Especially since there's no building. I mean, like, you know, that's crazy. I've seen that a few times, like at Dallas and some other airports here in America, but it's very odd that it's happening again. All right, so this red icon up top here on the tablet means it's working to, you know, load the aircraft. And I should be on, let me make sure I'm on the right weights and balances here. I should be on pounds. Yeah, pounds. Okay, very good. All right, so that's marinating. Let's turn on the APU in the meantime. We'll do pump. Put on some nav lights. Let's click on the APU start. Let's put our APU page on. And let's click start here. Oops. All right, that's going to start up, and then let me bring in the comms page. Let me come down here and click on tune. All right, all that's good. Click on that, bring that into view there. Very good. IRS is aligning. Let's contact, let's find out what ATIS is. Oh, you know, I can do this on the tablet, actually. Let me do this on the tablet. This I do like doing on the tablet better than the drop down. All right, let's see what ATIS is. Oh, I gotta turn the sound on. That would help.
Temperature 0. Dew point -6. Altimeter 29904. Density altitude -500 feet. Arriving and departing runways 19 right, 19 left, 27 advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information echo.
Information echo, okay.
Kansas City International
Go to
Airport.
clearance.
Information echo. 0153 Zulu. Wind 315 at 9.
Come on, clearance. Load up, bitch. All right, there we go. Oh, you know what? Hang on 1 second. Let me check that I don't have any hotkeys set up for OBS. So when I record videos, I use the letter B as the hotkey. The bottom row is pretty much all for ATC, but I use a letter to mute the microphone. All right, that's good. Shit, what was the information? I completely forgot. Let me listen to that again. I completely forgot what the information was.
T9er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 0. Dew point -6. Altimeter 29904. Density altitude -500 feet. Arriving and departing runways 19 right, 19 left, 27 advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information echo.
Information echo, okay.
Kansas City International Airport.
I wonder if you know what, let me try this real quick before I contact Sayintentions.
Wind 315
Let me go
at 9.
backwards again.
Visibility 10.
Let me see if I can. So we have information echo. Let me see if I can get clearance. So I believe the facility is going to be KMCI. This I don't know for sure, but let me see if I get a response back. All right, KMCI, KDTW. 833 is where we're at. And we echo. I don't think I'm going to get a response back. Right, let me contact them in the meantime. Kansas City clearance. Continental 219 are requesting IFR clearance to Detroit. We have information echo.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
All right, don't freeze up on me this time.
Continental 19 Heavy, cleared to Detroit via the Royal 2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.905, squawk 2244, expect runway 1 left.
Clear to Detroit via the Royal 2 departure, then is filed. Climb, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.95, squawk 2244, expect runway 1 left. Continental 219. I need to go into Sayintentions real quick and change something, because right now I think we have a Korean we have a Korean flight attendant.
Read back correct.
And I don't want them. Let me change them up. Let's do Janet and Toby because they're kind of funny. Hey, what's up, Bobby? All right, that's good. Let me check my flight plan here real quick. How's it going, dude? You having a pretty good start to the week?
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Continental Flight 219. We're heading to the lovely
so we
city
do
of
have
Detroit
Bowdoin.
today,
Very good.
which is known for its cars, music, and more cars. Please find your seats according to your boarding passes. And remember,
Right, Victor.
your hand luggage goes in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you need any help, just give us a shout. We're here to
Sample.
help, or at least pretend to. I'm Janet, and along with my colleague Toby, we'll be your flight attendants today. Enjoy the flight, and let's hope Captain Gregory remembers how to land this thing. Cheers.
That's a very true statement. All right, we'll do Insker. And have... Oh, I can't do this. That's very interesting. It won't let me do that landing anymore. All right. We'll do none. And let's see if we can go back to... Don't let us do that arrival. I know why it won't let us do it, but that's... Alright, let's change this then to the RNAV one then. Alright, RNAV W. RNAV W22 right. We're probably going to change this to an ILS landing as we get closer, or follow whatever the vectors are when they vector us in. All right. And okay, RNAV W, and we have Desmond. Now we should be able to do Victor. That kind of sounded weird. I don't want to do Victor, by the way. That came out really weird. I'm not trying to do Victor, just so you know. No Victor doing on this channel. Here's Desmond. We'll change that. Yeah, we're going from Bob Seeger, and then we're gonna do Victor. I don't like that. All right, Victor. Sample. All right, insert. All right, let's check out our route real quick, and we'll get clearance for backup. We'll get our weights and balances down, and let me back up just a little bit so we can see the screen here and flight here. Make sure everything is connected. Aha. All right, we got to get rid of a couple of things. So let's click clear, then manual, then clear, and then discontinuity. There we go. Now that's good. Now this has us one left, which is going straight up. But it's got us at MCI. That is very weird. Oh, that's the plan. Never mind. That's not the map. All right. let's get our weights and balances fixed, and then we'll get out of here. So IRS is aligned. Let's turn on bleed. Let's activate pitch, yaw, ADS, get rid of external power, put on our seats, get our weights and balances. All right, let's see here. Can't send it over. Apply load to aircraft. There we go. See if it actually brings it in. Sorry, I'm using my flight stick, and it's the first time I've used it like this in a while, so I'm trying to get used to the camera controls again. All right, initialization, next page. No, it didn't do it. Oh, that's applying it to here. Okay. So what do we need here? Our fuel block. 40.2, 40.2. Your fuel weight is 251.1. And our zero fuel weight center of gravity is 28.4. All right, that's all done now. Go to takeoff configuration. Do this here on the tablet. All right, let's sync. 2994, let's fix that. Thermometer. All right, 2994. 2994. Calculate. Force toga. Calculate. Oh, you know what? I better let me set this. I better make sure my throttle's okay. All right, flex is 63. Flex to 63. Our V speeds, we have 56, 56, and 60. One 56. 56. 160 up here. Set our decision height for -5. That's good. All right, very good. So that's all set up. Let's get our takeoff clearance. Let me get rid of the ground equipment. Oxy covers. All right, let me contact the ground. Ground is 121.8. Make sure that's in there. Oh yeah, let me see if I ever got a message back. I don't think I did. Like I said, we're not connected to VATSIM or anything tonight, so I doubt they'll have a response for us here. Yeah, no response. I wonder if we can at least get the weather. Let me see that. All right, let's see if it'll do that. Okay, well, it does METAR. That's interesting. That's good. like that. That's cool. 320 and 9 clearance. All right, very good. All right, let's go to tune. We have 121 rounds available. Kansas City ground, Continental 219 requesting pushback and engine start clearance.
Continental 19 heavy pushback and engine start approved. Tail north.
Copy that, tail north. All right, engine pumps on, window heaters, probe heats on, beacon light on. All right, we'll just do the pushback here with the system we have here. Let's deactivate our parking brake. Oops, wrong button. Parking brake.
The cabin is ready for departure. Let's hope you can find Detroit without a GPS this time.
Oh, that Janet and Toby.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Continental Flight 219.
They're always
We're
embarrassing me.
heading to the lovely city of Detroit today, which is known for its cars, music, and, more cars. Please find your seats according to your boarding passes. And remember, your hand luggage goes in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you need any help, just give us a shout.
That's good enough.
We're here to help, or at least pretend
Parking brake
to.
back on.
I'm Janet, and along with my colleague Toby, we'll be your flight attendants
I'm gonna
today.
wait for him to finish
Enjoy
talking
the flight,
before
and
I
let's
start
hope
the
Captain
engines.
Gregory remembers how to land this thing. Cheers.
All right. Good. Start the next one. What is our landing altitude tonight? Let me see here. Still gonna 22 right here. If I can find it. All right, 645. Landing elevation. Go. All right, engines look good. Turn off the bleed. leave the APU on until after we take off. They do that a lot in the older planes, so I'm just going to do it here tonight too. Strobes go on auto. Wing light. Taxi light. Some flap action in here. What is our trim for takeoff? Let's see what that is. Oh yeah, I never did that throttle calibration. It should be okay. Alright. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, trim. 0? Okay. Works for me. Move it anyways. Okay, let's contact ground and get taxi clearance. Kansas City ground, Continental 219 requesting taxi clearance to runway 01 left. That I have to change. I just noticed the flaps moved.
Continental 19 Heavy, taxi to runway 1 left via Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha 11.
Let me change this real quick. I thought I changed this a while ago. This shouldn't be happening. This should not be happening. All right, and while I'm here, let me check N. Yep, see, spoilers. I don't want that for spoilers either. And let me check M as well, because that's the other command I have. Yep. Damn. I don't know why this happens. Like, I said all this, and then it just diverts back. And everything was set up properly. Like, I didn't have to do another airplane profile before. That's all right. We're just about. Make sure V is good again. Let's see. Okay, let's get rid of this one too. There's no confusion. All right, now let me read this back. Exit runway 1 left via Charlie 6, Charlie Alpha 11, Continental 219. All right, let's get the tower in here. 128.2. That's good. And whatever he said, let's zoom in just a little bit. Where is Charlie? So Charlie, go up and over. Very easy. Kind of want to make this kind of dark. Let me dim the lights a bit outside. I love taking off like early in the morning, like when the sun's coming up. Works. All right, icing. So let's put our icing equipment on here. I want to get rid of the icing. Good. APU, wing ice, TCAS standby. Let's turn TCAS on. Alright, that should be good now. Light ice. Here. Status. let's taxi. You know what? I don't think my brakes are set. Hang on 1 second. See, when you fly with the flight stick, all this shit you gotta do. Oh, it does have brakes. All right, never mind. Welcome everybody to Continental Flight 219 with direct service to Detroit. We're gonna look about maybe about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes in the air. My name is Greg. I'll be your captain. I'm sitting next side to Long Duck Dong. He's the actor from the 80s movies. Yes, that is actually him sitting next to me. Once we get to our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, the flight attendants will come around with snacks and light drinks and shit like that. So hope you enjoy the flight. Sit back and we'll do our best to get you to Detroit on time so you can make your connecting flights, and that's about it. See you. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Thanks, Captain Greg. I'll let the passengers know that you're doing your best to find Detroit without a GPS this time. And it's great to have a celebrity like Lum Duck Dong on board, even if he's not flying the plane. Cabin crew, take seats for departure. Hello everyone, this is Janet, your flight attendant, speaking. Welcome aboard Continental Flight 219 to Detroit. Captain Greg and his co-pilot, who may or may not be the famous actor Lum Duck Dong, will be doing their best to get us there in about an hour and 25 minutes. Once we reach our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, Toby and I will come around with snacks and drinks. So sit back, relax, and let's hope Captain Greg remembers which way is up. Cheers.
Yeah, bitch. Kansas City Tower, Continental 219, holding short runway 01 left, requesting departure clearance.
Continental 19 Heavy, runway 1 left, wind 315 at Niner. RNAV Kansas City, clear for takeoff.
Have it at Continental 219. Where am I at? Where's the run? Oh, there's the runway. I was doing my best to do it from inside the cabin, but it was a little difficult. Didn't really see that well. That's actually a funny joke from the Alien Romulus. It's like, why did the blind miner fall down the well? Why is that? Couldn't see that well. That's like, yeah, it's a pretty funny joke. All right, auto brake. Set that on. Put on that. Set this on. Using every inch of this runway today. All right. Positive rate. You're up. Taking our turn.
Continental 19 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, Continental 219. Kansas City departure, Continental 219, currently climbing through 3,000 feet. Flaps up.
Continental 19 Heavy, Kansas City departure. Radar contact. Cleared direct KCO. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200. Copy that. Continental 219. And we're still flying manually right now, by the way. Probably will until get connected to our route here, and I'm comfortable turning on the autopilot. All right, we can turn off the APU. We can turn off. Doesn't look like we're in icing range anymore. Let's turn icing off. Turn here. All right, let's put on autopilot and see what happens. Back in icing range. Let's put icing back on.
Continental 19 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 270.
I maintain flight level 270, Continental 21 Heavy.
Dear guests, we've just climbed to a safe altitude, which means you can now use your electronic devices. So feel free to ignore the person next to you and dive into your screens. Our Wi-Fi is now available, which is great because nothing says relaxing flight like buffering videos at 35,000 feet. We're heading to Detroit, where the weather is a chilly 3 degrees Celsius with some clouds, but no rain. And remember, Captain Greg is doing his best to get us there on time, despite his questionable sense of direction.
True.
Enjoy the flight.
Very true. Sometimes, Janet and Toby, they say the truth. Do I notice any difference? You know what? It's been so long since... I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing your comment, Bobby. Oh, we were center line done. We were close enough, man. Always the troll. Always the troll, Mikey. You know what? It's been so long since I've flown the 2020 version, I really don't know, to be honest. It feels identical to, like, from what I can recall. This feels the same in 2024 that it does in 2020. It sounds a little better, maybe, but I mean, it's pretty much identical. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison to give you a full answer, but I mean, it feels and looks the same to me. Can I lock the gear on this?
Climb and maintain flight level 310.
I maintain flight level 310, Continental 21 Heavy. KC, I loved your barbecue. I loved your barbecue, Kansas City. You got some good ass barbecue there. Put this on dark and now I don't even see our airplane.
Continental 19 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 350.
I maintain flight level 350, Continental 21 Heavy. Alright, well, fuck the chart. What is our arrival chart? Let's see here. Victor 2 something, and then we'll go look at the sunrise, I guess. This should
Continental
be it.
19 Heavy, contact Kansas City Center on 133.8.
Contact Kansas City Center on 133.8, Continental 21 Heavy. Kansas City Center, Continental 21 Heavy, currently climbing through 20,000 feet.
Continental 19 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Copy that. Climb, maintain flight level 350. Continental 21 Heavy. Oh, here's one difference. The map, the en route map is not available in 2024. So right now, because of that, I'd probably prefer to use 2020. I didn't know that. And this is the paid for premium version, and we still don't have a map that works. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. Job in the builds. Microsoft, Zorro. Good job. What kind of window is on the right? In the cockpit? These windows are all beat up. Ooh, let me turn this off. Sorry, I forgot that I had that on. I was doing some, I forget what kind of flight I was doing. Anyways, let me turn that off. Is it here? Thought it was. Maybe not. Maybe it's under general. I was doing a helicopter mission earlier, and I had the HUD on from that still. Whoa, mouse. Oh, 4 minutes. I'm sorry. I haven't really been looking at the chat. Sorry about it. I'm a little tired today. This new medicine they got me on has been making me a little drowsy at nighttime. But I'm still vape free. I have not vaped in a week. And it's starting to, it's still very, man, it is so difficult to not vape. It's getting a little easier. But it has been so difficult not to vape. Man, I've been vaping for so long, like 15 years. 15, 20 years, something like that.
Continental 19 Heavy, contact Kansas City Center on 133.8.
Contact Kansas City on 133.8. Continental 21 Heavy. All right, I'll turn them off in a moment. Kansas City Center, Continental 21 Heavy, currently climbing through flight level. Currently climbing through 25,000 feet.
Continental 19 Heavy, good morning.
Let me see how, oops, let me see how I can.
Continental 19 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb, maintain flight level 350, Continental 21 Heavy. You know what? Let me just go into the. I know on my Xbox controller, I know what button to push to do that, but let me. Maybe it's under here. Nope. I think we got it. Yeah, they're off now. Thanks, bud. See, you're not always a troll, dude. It's okay. You don't always troll me like New Zealand. It's okay, bud. Or CFAG, as Bobby calls him. I still want to know why Bobby calls him CFAG. That's an interesting story. We should get to the bottom of that one. Why is he called CFAG? What you saying? I said I want to know why Bobby calls him CFAG. That's what inquiring minds want to know tonight. Why does old Bobby call him CFAG?
Continental 19 Heavy. Contact Kansas City Center on 125.25.
Contact Kansas City on 125.25, Continental 219. Kansas City, Continental 21 Heavy, currently climbing through 28,000 feet.
Continental 19 Heavy, good morning.
We might speed up the sim a little bit when we get to cruising altitude. We'll see. I'd like to know why this was called the Meatball back in the day. Why was this Continental A300 called the Meatball? I don't want to call him a meatball. I like to call him Meatwad. That's a good character. You guys know who Meatwad is, right? Anybody know? From damn, what's the name of that show again? I forgot the name of the show. It's got Master Shake, got Frylock, and then Meatwad. Oh, something Heroes, something. My brain is hurting right now from thinking something. I don't want to Google it. Like, I can see it right in front of me. Let me look it up. Something. God, I'm gonna feel so stupid after I look it up. All right, what show has Meatwad? Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That goddamn, I knew it. I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, a great show. Might have to watch me some of that tomorrow. Alright, we might be out of icing range. Let's turn off icing equipment. It's a fun plane to fly. Yeah, still vape free, got my blood test back. I am, all things considered, pretty good. Cholesterol was really good.
19 Heavy. Contact Kansas City Center on 125.25.
Didn't I already talk to them, guys? I already talked to them. Why am I talking to them again? Contact Kansas City Center on 125.25, Continental 21 Heavy. I am close to becoming diabetic, which is bad. but I have been losing weight, which is good. Lost another 3 pounds in the first half of the week already, so. Oh yeah, let me talk to Kansas City. I forgot about that. Kansas City Center, Continental 2 and Heavy, currently climbing through 33,000 feet. Look at some of these charts.
Continental 19 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Copy that. Climb, maintain flight level 350, Continental 2 and Heavy. Let's see what this looks like here. I love these Lido charts. Like it's like foreign to me. It's like alien. Like it's like a different language. Like I've looked at Jeppesen charts for so long. I'm like, what is this? What is this written in? Like, is this English? It can't be English. This must be from LV-426. This must be from the planet from Aliens. What alien shit is this? Yeah, it's got the same information. They just look so different. Like the way they're set up and the way everything's kind of written out. Transition altitude, transition level. Initial air fix. 40, Taylor, M&M, Wonder. There's the frequencies. Course 213, 175. Touchdown zone is 640. The thing that gets me on these ones in particular is locating like the decision height or the decision altitude. I think it's down here. I think that it's partly down here. I think this is the decision height here at 250, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to compare it against the Jeppesen chart, which I guess I'll do that now. We can get rid of Royal. We can get rid of the airport there. They got decision height of 100. Yeah, decision height of 100. Decision altitude 742. I didn't see that on it. 742 and 100. See, if I can locate it on here like one time, then I'll pretty much know where to go in general. It might be over here. Throttle reduction. Does it have it? ILS.
Continental 19 Heavy, contact Kansas City Center on 133.725.
I do not. I'll have to study these another time. Do not know where it's located. That's. Contact Kansas City Center on 133.725, Continental 21 Heavy. Wait a couple seconds for it to switch over. Kansas City Center, Continental 21 Heavy, currently cruising at flight level 350.
Continental 19 Heavy, good morning.
Alright, what do we got until top of descent? And do we have a descent forecast in here yet? Let me see. 438 to top of descent. Yeah, we'll just let it roll for a while. Kind of looks like my spoilers are up a little bit. Man, the sky is so pretty in this game. I wonder what kind of fixed camera views it has. Let me see this. That was nice. I like the GE on the side of it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Alright, not bad. Not great, not bad. Sounds good back here, though. That sounds real good. Let's speed it up just a little bit. One thing I would like for Asobo to change in one of these updates, and maybe it's a beta thing because this is like the beta version or whatever.
Heavy. Contact Kansas City Center on 134.625.
That would be great if it comes out on the Xbox tomorrow. That would be awesome. I might buy it again, actually, if it comes out on the Xbox. Contact Kansas City Center on 134.625, Continental 2-1 Heavy. I'll finish my statement here in a moment. Let me contact Kansas City Center. Kansas City Center, Continental 2-1 Heavy, currently cruising flight level 350. This toolbar up here, right?
Continental 19 Heavy, roger. Maintain flight level 350.
There's no, like, if most, oh, you can do it now. I couldn't do it the other day. I couldn't scroll over to get to settings here. Like, it wouldn't let me take off certain things. Like, I can take off GTN. Yeah, that's what it wouldn't let me do. It won't let me scroll down. Oh, it's doing it now. Wouldn't do it earlier. Very weird. All right, well, I stand corrected. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to turn off, I can't turn off, though. Like, I want to get rid of... Like, I don't need Miltech Sims up here. Their carrier stuff. Like, I don't know why that's there, and I don't even remember downloading it. But, whatever. Is this the traffic injector here? I've never played with this during a flight before. I would tend to agree, but I spent a lot of money on this, so I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it. It's still trash, but it's not as big of a pile of trash as it used to be. Pile of trash is getting a little smaller. But no, it's still way worse than it should be. I mean, I don't even know where to start with it. I mean, you know, we could talk for hours about how shitty this game is. I mean, we're now in March, right? We're in March 5th, tomorrow. March 5th today, I'm sorry. And we still don't have a marketplace. We had like one update. Like none of the airplanes from 2020 that I purchased can be brought over. Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that one. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about Xbox. Like I was playing it last night on Xbox and I tried doing career mode. Oh yes, Justin. Yeah, I agree. 2020 runs great on Xbox. Yeah. I know I'm playing it, bud. I know I'm playing it because I bought it. Like I want to try to get my money's worth out of it. I tried doing career mode yesterday.
19 Heavy. Contact Kansas City Center on 126.225.
And career mode, I kept on getting stuck. And so I wound up just doing like pattern work, like with the Cessna. It looks great on the Xbox that I have. It's most of it's unplayable, like you're saying, Justin. Yeah. Contact Kansas City Center on 126.225. Continental 21 Heavy. Kansas City Center, Continental 21 Heavy, currently cruising flight level 350. I don't know why I keep on going back to 2024. It's not just the money thing.
Heavy, good morning.
One day I just want to log into it and just have it work really well. Like I want it to save my configurations on my controllers. I don't want it to be choppy around airports. I don't want it to be glitchy. Like I just want it to work. Like 2020 does. 2020 is phenomenal. Just a boy in his dreams. It's alright to dream. Tell you what, I never dream about Microsoft Simulator when I'm dreaming. Actually, I had a dream about my ex-wife last night. It was kind of fucking creepy, actually. I haven't thought about her and I haven't really thought about her in a long time. I think about her every day when I see the kids and how she fucked everyone over, but they did. Yeah. Could be. GTA 6 DEI headquarters. It wouldn't surprise me if they fired most of the guys at Asobo and hired all DEI, like blue-haired liberals and patchouli oil-wearing hairy armpits. We used to call them hippies. Now we call them DEI liberals. I never really minded hippies when I was growing up. I was kind of partly a hippie when I was a kid. I say a kid, but like, you know, teenager, early 20s. You know, followed Fish around for a little while, but kind of grew out of that phase. I could never date a hippie girl. But almost every hippie girl I knew had hairy armpits and hairy legs. And that was a big X. That was like, do not pass go. Do not talk to me. You are disgusting. You are not what females should look like. This is before DEI. It does ruin everything it touches. Yep. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, and back then, this is in the mid-90s. I graduated high school in 96. So, yeah, late 90s-ish. We had a few girls like that in high school, man. It's just, ugh. Some of them were really pretty, too. Like, when they were closed, like, they always were closed.
Continental 19 Heavy. Contact Chicago Center on 135.6.
Right. Yeah, when they had regular clothes on, they looked okay, but then, like, you knew under those clothes that they had hairy armpits and hairy legs and... Ugh. Contact Chicago Center on 135.6, Continental 21 Heavy. Right. If it ain't Biden, it ain't right. That's a very good saying. I'm glad you said that. All right, are you going to change over frequency? Why is the frequency not changing now? Chicago Center, Continental 2 and Heavy, currently cruising flight level 350. And we're back in icing range again at this altitude? That's crazy.
Continental 19 Heavy, Chicago Center, good morning.
All right, let me speed this up a little bit. Yeah. True blue. Blue no matter what. You know, I started watching I don't know if you guys ever watched The Strain. It was a show on FX a while ago, like maybe 8-10 years ago maybe. I started watching that again today, man. That's a good fucking show, The Strain. Got a good cast of characters in it. Got one of my favorite lords from Game of Thrones, fucking Walter Frey with his 18 wives. He's in that show. He's a main character. It's a good show, man. I've been having fun watching that thing again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain talking from the cockpit along next side, Long Duck Dawn. Currently cruising at a flight level of 35,000 feet. We're looking to descend into probably the next 30 minutes into Detroit. Weather's clear, cold, and definitely don't want to go out in shorts and a t-shirt in this weather in Detroit, but we'll get you there safely and quickly. It looks like the weather on descent's going to be pretty good. Route should be pretty good. I'll do my best to get us there and find it. I know Janet doesn't think I can find it, but I will do my best to find it. If I can't, Long Duck Dong will. He's Chinese. He can find anything. Thank you for flying Continental. Captain Greg out. Nothing to say, Janet. I don't know if I was sitting up.
Captain Greg, I'm sure you'll find Detroit.
Okay.
Just look for the place with all the cars and music, eh? And if you get lost, I'm
Hey.
sure Long Duck Dong can navigate us back using the stars or something. Cheers.
I didn't know she was Canadian. That's pretty cool. She gotta be Canadian. She said A. She ended the statement in A. Don't talk bad about Harris. Harris who? Ed Harris? You talking about Ed Harris, the actor? Or are you talking about Camel Toe Harris? Who banged her way into government. I mean, who did a really good job getting into government. Oh, Camel Toe Harris? Yeah. I don't want to talk about her. Gross. She gross. She old news. She's yesterday's news. She's never going to be popular again in politics. She was never really popular, to be honest. I mean, when she ran for president in 2020, she was like one of the first ones out of the race. She got less than 1% of the vote.
Continental 19 Heavy, expect the Victor Z2 arrival in about 20 minutes. I'll start your descent. Notify if you're ready to descend before then.
Copy that, Chicago Center. We're good. We'll wait for you to give us the thumbs up for descent. Continental 2 and Heavy. She gross. All right, we're doing 22 right. Probably got a lot of runways here. Add 5 knots. Right, we'll do auto medium. Yeah, that'll work. Are you talking about chat here? Don? Yeah, I see it. That's funny, dude. We too low, holy fuck, and ding bang out. There's an old joke. You know what? I would probably get canceled a few years ago if I said this joke, but it's okay. I don't really care. My dad told me this joke a long time ago when he was still alive. He said that the way that the Chinese name their kids, they stand in the kitchen with a pan, and they throw the pan around the kitchen as hard as they can, and whatever sound it makes, that's the name of the kid. I'm like, it could be accurate. They could be throwing a wok around, and whatever sound the wok makes when it hits another one is what they named their kid. There's no place in this chat for jokes. You can't make jokes anymore. Jokes are illegal. Racism fixed. Next level racism set and fixed. Look, racism's bad. I don't like racism. But racist jokes are funny. I mean, you have to admit it. Like, if you have a sense of humor, racist jokes are funny. Japanese. Well, it could be Japanese. That's true. Man, this looks so good right now. This game really is pretty at times. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. I will say that this airplane is identifying as a man tonight, and his name is Jimmy. So this is Jimmy the Man Continental. Next time I fly, it'll probably identify as a girl, but tonight this airplane's identifying as a man. He's Methodist. He loves bacon. Loves blonde-haired women that are under 5'5". Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, sometimes people get, this younger generation, man, they get so uptight so quick, man. It's crazy. It's really sad that they get so as uptight as they do. Soft. That's another way of saying it. They are very soft. Soft around the edges. Oh, Don, are you talking about chat on Discord? I'm not looking at Discord right now. Are you talking about Discord? No, I know you had a choice. I know you didn't have a choice. Well, there's a good chance that in Canada that they just gave you saline solution. Oh, yeah. Oh, I bet you he got the shot. That horse tooth prime minister they had back then was forcing everybody to get a shot. Plus, the king wanted everybody to get a shot too. King Charles. Well, the tail will finish growing in as you get older. Yeah, I did not get that shot, man. You know, the way they were pushing that thing. You know, I came very close to getting it, and then I was thinking, I'm like, why is the government pushing this thing so hard? And we know nothing about it. There's no long-term data. It's never worked in history. This kind of technology has never worked, and all of a sudden it's perfect. Well, they finally come out and said publicly that they didn't know if it was going to stop anything. It wasn't made to stop the virus. Well, why would you take a vaccine if it's not going to stop it? That's partly why I don't ever get the flu vaccine. Like, it's not going to stop me from getting the flu. There's hundreds, thousands of strains of the flu. And that shot's got like a half a dozen or whatever. Like, it's a crapshoot if it's going to stop it or not. I'm not still sped up, am I? Alright, we'll do this maximum speed. Put it back to 1 here. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you on that one, Justin. Sometimes it takes me so long to get a flight ready in 2024 that by the time I get everything set up, I don't even want to fly anymore. Like, I'm just like, I'm discouraged, or I'm tired, or I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I just don't even feel like doing it anymore. Yeah, man, if you're not in our Discord, you should get in our Discord. It's a fun place to go. They have very fun conversations in there. Especially in the political channel of it. Yeah, I think you would have fun in that chat. Especially when New Zealand joins. He says he's trolling everybody. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know if he's trolling or not. That's a coin flip for me. Doesn't ever seem like he's... Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's trolling to me. He types way too fast to be trolling. He seems to get very angry. And his TDS is off the charts. He doesn't think he has TDS, but that's because he lives in New Zealand. He is a very smart kid, yeah. Well, I say this, he's smart about aviation. He could be dumb about everything else. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, he knows a lot of shit about aviation. He's like an encyclopedia for almost everything aviation. It's crazy. There's our... I guess we'll descend here shortly. Now, is this going to let me put a course? I doubt it will. Oh, it might let me do a course. It sure will. This used to not let you plug in any course information or ILS information unless you had it programmed as an ILS landing. Let me just start. 111.95 and 216. Let me check out this RNAV landing that I might be doing this RNAV landing instead. I do have it in the system as this kind of landing, but let's see here. RNAV, I think it's W. RNAV Whiskey 22 rights. It's got to be crazy being an air traffic controller at Detroit, man. They got like 1,000 runways. Where the fuck is RNAV W? Here we go. RNAV W. What I'm trying to see is if there's a VOR station here that I could lock onto for the landing. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even have time to lock onto it. It's only 7 miles from Nugent. Probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, probably 5 or 10 minutes. Because ATC called us a while ago about it, so I would say probably 5 or 10 minutes. I don't see any kind of VOR station. I'm sure they have one. General. Traffic alert. You know what I should probably look at? Let me look at missed approaches just in case. If we miss it, we gotta veer off to 298 and climb up to 4,000 feet and do holding it. Well, we're not gonna hold it. We'll just go make a big U-turn. Desmond's a mandatory 8,000 feet. There's any RNP? Yeah, an RNP of 0.3. Decision height of 345. Well, let me set that up as if I'm going to do this landing, because that's what I have programmed in. What is that decision height again? 5. Come on, 345. Alright, that's good. I don't think I can change the RNP. I'm not going to change it now, but I just want to see if I can. Program. In correction, we're gonna do 5. We only got about 180 miles left to the airport. Should be descending any moment. Yeah, there's our top of descent there, 40 miles away. I can't believe we're still in icing range. That's got to be a glitch. We shouldn't be in icing range. We're above clouds. It's minus like 13 outside. Like, I don't see how we're still in icing range, but whatevs. That's what the man say. That's what they say. Looks like we already started our already in the mix with the arrival here. Saeed, one of my favorite characters from the Oz. That's a good show, man. If you guys haven't seen Oz, man, you are missing out. Oz was a great show like 20 years ago, 20-ish years ago on HBO. About prison, about this prison complex called Oz. Such a good show, man. Hey, man, so the doctor wants me to lose weight. No big deal. I've been losing weight. I've lost like 40 pounds. Oh, like 35 pounds in the last 6 months. Which, if I was really trying harder, I could have lost a lot more. I'm happy with that. I'm pre-diabetic. I'm going to fix that. I need to cut out some carbs out of my diet, which is tough, man. I love carbs. God damn, do I love carbs. Pasta and bread and corns and potatoes, and I'm not a huge fan of processed sugar. Like, you can keep that shit. I don't really care about like drinks with sugar in it and and sweets and stuff like that. I mean, I like sweets, but I don't crave them. Man, I could go for a bowl of pasta right now. A big old thing of like chicken, grilled chicken with some rice and beans, some broccoli. Now you're talking my language. Put a little corn action in there. Maybe I'll have that for tomorrow night. Broccoli, beans, some black beans, some broccoli, corn, big old bucket of rice. Put it all together. Saute the chicken first. Chop it up into pieces. Put the broccoli up. Put some red peppers up. Maybe a little bit of onion. Put it in a pan with dry rice. Cover it with enough water to cook the rice and just let that bitch simmer for... Well, you gotta saute the vegetables with the chicken. But once that's done, put the dry rice in, seasonings, with the water. Just let that shit simmer for 20 minutes until the rice is done. That sure sounds a whole lot better than the dinner I'm gonna eat when I'm done here tonight. I'm sure it'll be okay to dinner. It's a grilled chicken sandwich from Royal Farms. I like their grilled chicken there. I don't know if it's real chicken, but it tastes pretty good. I get it with some provolone, barbecue sauce, some sweet peppers, lettuce, some onion. God, the dude at Royal Farms, he's a nice guy, man. Like, I know this guy's pretty well from going in there for so long. He was not shut the fuck up tonight. All I wanted to do was get out of there. I worked all day, took my daughter to get a new piercing for her birthday. She got this piercing where they like pierce like her lip, like her actual lip is pierced, like this part of the lip. Like it's like through it like this. Whatever. Her face. You know, that was okay. And then we got to Royal Farms and this guy just took his time making dinner and like, you just shut the fuck up. I don't care if he talks, but man, if you want to talk, at least work at the same time.
Continental 19 Heavy, descend via Victor Z2 into Metro.
Copy that, Chicago Center, descend via Victor Z2 into Metro. Continental 2-1 Heavy.
Continental 19 Heavy, good morning.
Okay, so we need to get down to 17,000. That's going to be our first checkpoint. Let me put on some speed brake action so we can catch up to our vertical descent right here. Or at least try to. It's weird not vaping, dude. For real, like I've had that thing in my hands for so many years. It's so weird to like do shit and not like pick it up and I'm getting used to it. It's a very weird like mental habit to break me. All right, we can put the speed brakes back away. Like, for so long I've been like grabbing it and it's very strange to not like grab it. What's the Q and H where I'm going? What's the Q and H? So they're saying it's 2919. Wow. That's low. That rock there is low. Let me see if that's the same as what they say in here.
Continental 19 Heavy, contact Chicago Center on 127.625.
Would do that as soon as I on 20, close enough. contact Chicago Center on 127.625, Continental 21 Heavy. I'm hitting the C button and it's not changing. Hang on 1 second, guys. Oh, that's because I'm pushing the wrong button. I'm such an idiot. Forgot it's on my flight stick. There we go.
Continental 19 Heavy, speed 260 knots.
knots, Continental 21 Heavy.
Continental 19 Heavy, Chicago Center, good morning.
Can actually slow our descent a bit. That next waypoint, this one here, is between 19 and 17,000 feet. We have more miles. We got some more miles left. Let's take a look at Sayintentions. Have begun descent already in Sayintentions. Alright, we're at the right speed now. Whoa, wind. Only landed at this airport a couple of times. I'm looking forward to landing here again. It's been about a month or two, I think, since I've landed here. flew from Baltimore last time. I think I was in an A320, I think. Maybe it was the iFly 737. I don't know. I don't remember what I flew. It doesn't really matter. All right, we can put our speed brake. That on medium. Cargo Center, Delta, I'm sorry, Continental 2-1 Heavy. What's the current QNH? Of course.
Continental 19 Heavy, Chicago Center. Contact Cleveland Center on 134.65. Continental 19 Heavy. Cold water altimeter is 29.29.
Contact Cleveland Center on 134.65. Continental 2-1 Heavy. Cleveland Center, Continental 2-1 Heavy, currently at flight level 170.
Continental 19 Heavy, Cleveland Center. Good morning, Metro altimeter 29.26.
Copy that, 29.26, Continental 2-1 Heavy. Our next altitude is going to be 12,000. I'm gonna watch Prometheus tonight. I can separate Prometheus and Alien Covenant from the rest of the movies. Like, they're good movies by themselves. Like, I don't see how they tie into the Alien movies in the timeline. First of all, the Alien movies, they should have been written way more in the future than they were. Like, those Alien movies, like, they start at the end of this century. That's fucking crazy. We're nowhere close to having any of that technology. The cryo sleep, the synthetic humans, the weapons, like, we're nowhere close to that shit. There ain't no way we're gonna have that technology in 50 years. But no, I think it's a cool idea that David created the Xenomorphs, but I'm not buying into it with the original two movies. There's no way. And even that Romulus movie, that's a great movie by itself, but I don't see how that shit goes in between the other two movies. There's no way that they would have let that station sit there with those aliens on board as long as they've been trying to get those things. There's no way that somebody from that planet wouldn't have gone up and scooped up them aliens. Like, I don't buy that shit at all. Alright, we can just do level change here coming up. Pass our waypoint, then we'll click on level change. Go. Get down to 12,000 feet. our landing lights on. My plan is I would like to go up.
19 Heavy, contact Detroit approach on 124.05.
I think they're trolling me, Sayintentions. Every time I go to talk tonight, they start talking at the same time. Contact Detroit approach on 124.05, Continental 2 Heavy. And every time I go to say something tonight, they're like, oh, call this, call this, call this, call it. Detroit approach, Continental 2 Heavy, currently descending through 15,000 feet.
Continental 19 Heavy, Detroit approach. Good morning, Metro altimeter 29.26. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 22 right approach into Metro.
That's what I want to hear. Copy that, Detroit approach. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 22 right approach in the Metro. Continental 2 Heavy.
Continental 19 Heavy, Detroit approach, descend and maintain 4,000. Turn left heading 020 vectors for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
I'll talk to them here in a moment. Let me get to the right heading. Copy that, turn left on vectors of 20, descend to 4,000 for the ILS runway 22 right approach, Continental 2 Heavy. Sweet, I love when they vector me in. Alright, well we might as well put this on ILS. Might as well put this on Rose. Let's put you on ILS as well. And we need to set this back to 100. I need to change this as well. ILS right on. Oh, you can change the RNP, the required navigation performance there. I didn't know you could do that. Well, that's good to know for next time.
Continental 19 Heavy, turn right heading 050.
Turn right heading 050, Continental 2 Heavy.
Heavy. Contact Metro approach on 118.905.
Contact Metro approach 118.95, Continental 2 and Heavy. Metro approach Continental 2 and Heavy, currently descending through 8,000 feet, looking to capture the ILS Q2 right approach.
Continental 19 Heavy, Metro approach. Good morning, Metro altimeter 29.18.
We're in the suit now, gentlemen and possible ladies. Let us keep going.
Continental 19 Heavy, Metro approach, turn right, heading 075.
Turn right, heading 075, Continental 2 and Heavy.
Continental 19 Heavy, proceed direct Wonder. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Copy that. Proceed direct to Wonder, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Clear for the ILS runway 22 right approach. Continental 2 and Heavy. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
I don't really see where Wonder is. Maybe it's because I have ILS Z out. That's all right. We'll just use this chart here. I don't think I have Wonder here. Last one. Just in time. What's up, Luis? What's happening, brother? Let's check. E190. Armed. Turning to heading of 100. Armed spoilers. Heading 186. We'll do 196. Little localizer captures. Speed 180. Turn a little too quick. Widen our turn a little bit. I've heard to say bad things about your landing. Hey man, you can't have perfect landings all the time. That's impossible. Nobody has perfect landings all the time, my friend. I got a good feeling about this one though. I actually have a flight stick tonight. Usually, you know, to be honest, usually when I'm landing, I use my Xbox controller, and it's really difficult to land with the Xbox controller. Like to land smoothly because you're just using your thumb. But to be honest, I don't really care how my landings are. Alright, localizers captured. Metro approach, Continental 2-1 heavy, established on localizer for runway 22 right.
Continental 19 heavy, cleared for the ILS runway 22 right approach.
Luis Alberto. I heard of him. I heard he has somebody else do his landings for him. That's why his landings are usually pretty good.
Continental 19 heavy, contact Metro Tower on 135.0.
Flaps 2. Gear down. Contact Metro Tower 135.0, Continental 2-1 heavy. Metro Tower, Continental 2-1 Heavy, currently established on a localized runway 22 right. Getting ready to capture glide slope.
Continental 19 Heavy, Metro Tower, roger. Continental 19 Heavy, Metro Tower, winds 275 at 19er, gusting 28. Runway 22 right, cleared to land.
Copy that, clear to land. Continental 2-1 Heavy. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing. Flaps full. Shit, ain't nobody jealous, dude. You always say people are jealous. Ain't nobody jealous of you. Ain't nobody jealous of your landings. You got softer zeros and ones than other people. That's okay. Just remember, I believe I hold the record for the softest landing. I think I had a -1. I'll have to go back and look through the screenshots that I put up. I believe I had a -1 at one point. It's all good though, man. It's all fun competition, my friend. Runways in sight. Ain't nobody denying anything, dude. That's funny. Ain't nobody denying anything. Right. I have control.
All aircraft, information Bravo is now current. Altimeter 2922.
Throttle off. I don't have any reversers. We'll take it. Not a bad landing. Not a bad landing. I will take it. Hey, you know what though? If I learned one plane really well, I'd have really good landings all the time. But I'm always using new planes. I like to see everybody else do that. I like to see everybody else fly a different plane like every day and see how your landings are. But we were pretty close to center line. We were pretty close to being really smooth and salty. Or smooth and buttery. Smooth and buttery? That sounds better. That was fun. That was fun. I like that. That was fun. I am going to do one more thing before I hang up tonight. Just because I can. I just want to do a quick procedure seizure pattern turn flight thing that I was working on with Chicago. Let me get the right airplane for that. We was using the Cessna. Oh, dirty old Cessna. Oh, let me turn off Say Intentions. Hang on. Let me get them dirty old, crusty old Say Intentions out of there. Dirty bitches. All right, got that. Let's go to the airport. That was fun. It was an acceptable landing. But yeah, if I took the time to learn one airplane really well and took the time to really set my flight controls to where like flight stick was like really honed in, and like if I took the time to do that, I'd probably have really good landings all the time. But landing's just a part of it. It's everything else that goes with it. How you operate the equipment, if you're doing it at the right times, you're having fun doing it. Fun's the biggest thing. Are you having fun? I love flying airplanes. Fake ones. I would love to fly real ones, but...
Tower SOA 21, Niner. Ready for straight out departure at runway 2R.
Yes, we are. All right. We'll leave live weather on, but we'll make it brighter outside. All right. See you, Luis. My approaches? Yeah, possibly, but I was following air traffic control tonight, so... Okay, park and brake off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, yeah, I know, I got you. Yeah, I try, I try to keep it on center line, but for some reason I always drift over to that left so much. I don't know why I continually do that. Like, I always do it, and I don't know why. A little windy out here in Chicago. We need to keep around 65 knots on climb. Flaps up. Need to get to about 1,700 feet. I've never claimed to be the best at this simulator deal. I've never bragged, never boasted, I've never claimed. I just enjoy it. Oh shit, we're at altitude already. Fuck, I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, let's get back down to 1,700 feet. And we'll make our turn. Now, I do think if I had rudder pedals, I would be lined up. If I had rudder pedals, I would be much better at being on center line earlier. I do know that. All right, let's get down to 1,700. So it's really tough twisting this yoke and keeping it straight, twisting it for the rudders. All right, very good. Let's turn. I mean, I've been talking about ordering pedals for a while now. I just got to do it. I really want that setup that I saw. That rack system that I saw. where I can put the throttle right, the yoke right on it, the throttles, and the rudder pedals like right on the bottom, and it folds up when I'm done with it. All right, holding altitude pretty well, speed's okay. Yeah, I usually do this loop like once or twice a day. I just started doing it with my flight stick. I've actually been using my flight stick a lot more the last maybe 4 or 5 flights. I've gotten so complacent and okay with using the Xbox controller that I don't really ever give the flight stick any action, but it's so much easier to fly these airplanes with the flight stick. All right, we can make our next turn. Now, I have been working on other airports, learning some airports close to my house, like in Annapolis and Westminster, Maryland, but this one I know the best because this is the one I've been practicing on, so. I've also been trying to do this in other airplanes like the DA-40 and the, I forget what the other plane is. It's a new airplane for 2024. It's got like the big bubble in the front of it. I don't know the name. Okay. All right, there's the highway. Still holding around 1,700 feet pretty well. We're gonna keep at this altitude until we get to the edge of the runway. And I think that's what Chicago called perch. That's where we're gonna put our flaps down to 1. This is a good practice right here. Doing this little loop here, keeping it around 1,700 feet, around 70 knots, cruising. Definitely much easier with live weather turned off. We haven't paralleled to the run to the airport yet. I gotta change the amount of time it takes my laptop for the screen to go off. It always seems like when I'm going, oops, dropped in altitude. It always seems like when I'm going in for landing, like right before I get ready to touch down, my screen goes off. So I always wind up like reaching over to wake it up. But when I do that, I usually like pull myself over to the side. I gotta adjust that time. It always seems to happen at the worst time. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna decide on a pair of pedals by tomorrow, and maybe I'll order them like on stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a spending party on stream. There's our airport. Have we crossed over the runway yet? I mean okay, there's where we need to turn right here. Let's go flaps 1. Start making our turn and start descending. Yeah, no problem. I have no problem doxing myself. Sure. Absolutely done. You got it. Whatever I get, I'll just buy 2 of them. 3 of them. 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for Bobby. Sound good? Keep an eye out for the airport. There it is. Jesus, it's really windy out here. Okay, I'll check them out. Thanks, Bobby. Okay, yeah, that'll be easier if you can do that in Discord. That way I can go right to it when I get upstairs tonight. That'd be cool. Thanks, dude. All right, we're getting ready to start making our turn. We're a little off course, but that's okay. All right, flaps 2. Course, but get it fixed. Let's hold here. This course here. We get a little more centered up with airport. All right, let's start making a turn. Our airport. See if we can center line this bitch. I've been practicing this in 2020 because it has the landing rate calculator, so I don't really know what's going to happen with this one as far as the softness of it, but let's see. Welcome back. That was quick, man. You only studied for like 5 minutes. There's our runway. Yeah, I'll check those rudder pedals out when I get off tonight. Maybe I'll order them before I go to sleep. But yeah, I definitely need a set of rudder pedals. That's once I get those, be on center line all the time. Very difficult to stay on center line without pedals, for sure. I mean, twisting this yoke is not too bad, but not the same. Jesus, it's windy. No wind, no! No wind, no! No! Alright, I'm done for tonight. Just you wait, Luis. Let me get my rudder pedals. And then you're gonna be eating those words. You go ahead. You take a Cessna right now and fly it in that wind and see how you do, my man. Anyways. Thanks for tuning in. You don't tune in to see my landings anyways. You tune in to see me. Anyways, once I get my rudder pedals, I'm gonna be lethal. Lethal. Mark my words, bitch. That's what I said. Anyways, hit subscribe before you leave. Hit the like button. Tip your bartender on the way out. And I will see you on Discord later. We're gonna order some pedals. And then we gonna be, nobody's gonna stop me once I get the pedals. We're gonna be untouchable. Yep, we're gonna center line the world. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. It was fun. It was very fun. It was fun. I had a good time. I'll see y'all later. Get the right thing here. Very good. See ya.